Like if you found the video valuable. No one ever stayed in the house at the edge of Dusk Street for long. The crooked old home with its slate gray roof and peeling paint seemed to exhale silence. Children dared each other to throw pebbles at its windows. Grown-ups crossed the road without realizing it. The house wasn't haunted, they said, it was just off. Jude Monroe, a freelance photojournalist looking for cheap rent, thought otherwise. The listing had been suspiciously affordable. He needed solitude to finish his crime feature, and the house offered that in spades. It sat like a forgotten secret at the end of a cul-de-sac, surrounded by skeletal trees that looked like they whispered when the wind blew. The landlord was vague about its history. Been empty a while, he'd mumbled over the phone. You want it or not? Jude moved in on a cloudy Thursday with 2 suitcases, his laptop, and an old Polaroid camera. By Sunday night, he wished he hadn't. Day 1. The creaks began at midnight. It wasn't just the groan of old wood, it was deliberate. Like someone testing the stairs, slowly and hesitantly. Jude, lying in bed on the 2nd floor, held his breath. He listened to each step until it stopped right outside his bedroom door. Silence. He leapt out of bed and flung the door open. The hallway was empty. A cold breeze brushed past him even though no windows were open. He didn't sleep the rest of the night. Day 2. Jude explored the attic the next morning. It was cramped and thick with dust, but he felt compelled to go up there. Among the forgotten boxes, he found a journal, its leather cover cracked and brittle. They won't leave me alone, one entry read. They knock, they whisper, they want me to follow them under the floor. He read more. The entries grew increasingly erratic. Mentions of shadows with faces, of scratching beneath the bed, of a voice calling from the basement in his own voice. The last page was smudged with ink or blood, and simply read, "They know I've read it. Now they'll show me what's underneath." Jude set the journal down. The attic light flickered. He turned to leave, and something giggled behind him. Day 3. He began seeing her, a woman in white, face hidden beneath a cascade of tangled hair, standing at odd angles in corners or behind doorways. She didn't move, just stood there, watching. She was in the reflection of the bathroom mirror when he brushed his teeth. She stood at the foot of his bed when he awoke at 3:12 a.m., whispering words in reverse. He began locking his bedroom door at night. It didn't help. Day 4. Jude tried to leave. He packed his bags, got into his car, and found himself back in the driveway 5 minutes later. No matter which direction he drove, the GPS always recalculated, rerouting him back to the house. Even when he turned it off, the road twisted and shifted. It always led him back. That night, he ripped the wallpaper from the hallway in a panic and found hundreds of handprints beneath it. Child-sized, as if reaching out, some had fingernails still embedded in the wall. Day 5. Jude stopped eating. Sleep-deprived and trembling, he tried recording what he saw. He set up his camera in the hallway overnight. In the footage, he saw the woman again. But this time, she moved. She crept toward the camera on all fours, upside down, her limbs contorted like a broken marionette. She smiled, jagged teeth like glass, and whispered, "He let them in. You will too." She then crawled toward the bedroom. The video ended. Day 6. Jude found a trapdoor beneath the rug in the living room. It hadn't been there before. He stood over it for an hour. Listening. Beneath the wood, something scratched. Then it knocked. Once, twice, 3 times. He opened it. The air that rushed out was cold, old, and rotten. Stairs descended into blackness. On the wall beside the opening, words had been carved. Underneath is always listening. He climbed down. The basement. The basement was impossibly large. It extended deeper than any house's foundation had the right to. The walls were covered in newspaper clippings, most too faded to read, but some showed missing persons. All local, all from Dusk Street, and in the center of the basement sat a mirror, tall, cracked, and humming. His reflection was smiling, but Jude was not. The reflection began moving differently. It raised a hand when he didn't. It opened its mouth wide and whispered, "You found us. Now stay." Jude turned to run. The stairs were gone. Day 7. Jude no longer knows if it's day or night. The house has no clocks. The windows show static, like a broken TV. The lights work only when she wants them to. The journal in the attic has new entries. Written in his handwriting. "I hear myself upstairs. I saw me today, sitting in the kitchen, staring back." The woman says there's no Jude. Just a house that remembers people. He doesn't remember when he last ate. Or if he ever moved in at all. Epilogue. The landlord relists the house every few months. Cheap rent, quiet neighborhood, no pets. He never meets the tenants. Just leaves the keys in the mailbox. When asked why he doesn't sell it, he only says, the house picks who it wants. And the house, at the edge of Dusk Street, waits.